On Thursday, South Korea and the United States concluded 11 days of their annual joint military exercises, known as Freedom Shield, which featured a river crossing operation near the heavily fortified border with North Korea. The military forces of both nations reaffirmed their partnership and enhanced their defensive readiness during these exercises, as reported by U.S. Forces Korea and South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff. The river crossing operation took place in Yeoncheon, an area adjacent to the demilitarized zone between the two Koreas, and involved approximately 600 personnel, along with 100 armored vehicles and aircraft, according to South Korea's Defense Ministry. This training allowed brigade soldiers to understand the significance of the ROK-US alliance and to optimize the use of river crossing equipment, stated Major Jung Byung-hyuk of the South Korean Army following the exercise. ROK stands for the Republic of Korea, which is the official designation for South Korea. According to the ministry, South Korean and U.S. troops constructed a 180-meter floating bridge to facilitate the crossing of armored vehicles over the river. Regardless of the political climate, the soldiers in these units, both from the US and ROK, are prepared to stand together in support of the US-ROK alliance, remarked Lieutenant Colonel Brent Kinney of the U.S. Army when asked about the current political situation in South Korea. South Korea is currently facing its most severe political crisis in decades following President Yoon Suk-yeol's brief imposition of martial law in December. The Constitutional Court is expected to make a ruling soon on whether to uphold his impeachment by Parliament. North Korea has consistently called for an end to the joint U.S.-South Korea exercises, labeling them as a precursor to invasion. Earlier this month, North Korea launched multiple ballistic missiles shortly after denouncing the military drills conducted by South Korea and the U.S., which it described as a dangerous, provocative act.